Om Shri Matre Namaha. In our day to day life, we have a lot of wantings to lead our life peacefully, blissfully, and happily. There are two differences. One is need, another is desires. Needs are essential like commodities. Desires are maybe varied from the needs. Sometimes needs are measurable, but desires are immeasurable, unfathomable, limitless, unlimited desires. There won't be unlimited needs. Needs always will be limited. A person can live in this earth with sufficient needs, but cannot live with sufficient desires. Now we understood the difference between need and desire. Need is like an essential one. Desire is a wanting one. Need is biological, physiological, whatever it may be. Desires are dominated by psychological. Endless desires are called wantings. Endless wantings are desires. A need can fulfill to lead a life in a peaceful way. Similarly, if we have limited desires, same like a need, it also takes us into blissful and happy life. There only the problem. Human needs are fulfilled by different sources. If we want to fulfill others' needs, but we can't fulfill others' desires. Why? Needs are common to all. Desires are varied from person to person, stage to stage. A child desires a chocolate. A young desires a beautiful things. A older man desires a traveling or pilgrimages, etc. Like this, each and every stage of human life, so wantings are a kind of desires. It is varied from age to stage, but needs are not like that. From birth to death, whatever is minimum wanting is called need. I think you might have understood. Therefore, a person who feels comfortable with his sufficient needs, he will be happy, he will make others happy. His desires will be limited according to his capability or capacity. But a person beyond of needs, anything seeks beyond of needs, leads to desires. Desires are endless process. If one desire fulfills, another desire arises. If you need food, if you get food, that's all, you will be satisfied. If you desire to get 1,000 rupees per day, if you are fulfilled, next day you think, I want 10,000. If you get 10,000, you seek a lakh to crore, crore to million, million to billion, billion to trillion. Endless process. Sky is the limit for desires. Understand? Sky is the limit for desires. Therefore, we have to get an understanding what is the difference between need and desire. Without differentiating, without understanding the Two, we are suffering a lot in this earth. Therefore, today I took the topic of needs and desires. By discussing this topic, now I think after this video, all of us will come to conclusion what we need, what we have to desire. Okay? Start. Vasudeva sutam devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Human perception over our needs is a best limited, but in most cases is never even taken into account. People have a tendency to live their lives based on the misleading idea that we will constantly try to obtain what we want, while the truth is that we only put in effort to obtain what we need. Understand? Next, to understand why this is happening, we first understand what all wantings are meant for us. Otherwise, we will be in confusion stage. Through desires, we understand a strong feeling of wanting something that is usually described as nice to have or expected of us, but does not usually lead to behavior. Needs are desires that our mind decided must be gratified, leading to a behavior. Most of the time, they are described as insufficiencies in our lives or something that is essential for our well-being. The key element in defining and understanding the needs is that they always lead to some form of action. Desires versus needs. Well, first of all, desires are things we think we need. They are usually projected in the future and promise our minds well-being and satisfaction. But when further analyzed, we discover that desires are generally described, often based on external factors or situations, and are very easy to talk about. When describing desires, we use words like nice, wish, would, or could in order to represent an ideal situation in the future where our lives are better and with a higher degree of satisfaction. On the other hand, because of this subconscious nature of our needs, we find it difficult to design or describe needs, even though their satisfaction implies rapid and seamless action. Needs are always focused on the present or immediate future and have a great impact on our personal satisfaction and our mood. When describing needs, we use words like want, must, and should. But defining the need and the expected outcome is usually difficult as it is based on our perception and internal beliefs. In order to have a clear understanding of needs, let us take a look at the basic needs people have. What are the needs? 1. Eating. The need for food and nourishment. Family. The need to take care of one's offspring. Independence. The need to be distinct and self-reliant. Curiosity. The need to gain knowledge. Order. The need for prepared, established, and conventional environments. Idealism. The need for working out the body. power, the need for control of will, romance, the need for mating or sex, saving, the need to accumulate something, usually in order to prepare for unforeseen negative events, tranquility, the need to be secure and protected, social contact, the need for relationship with others, social status, the need for social significance in our social extended groups, acceptance, the need to be appreciated by others for our actions and thoughts, honor, the need to be faithful to the customary values of an individual's group, family, or clan, vengeance, the need to strike back against another person that has wronged you or has made you lose something. So, why is important to differentiate between desires and needs? See, most of our family failures and negative emotional states are generated by our belief that we should accomplish our desires while at the same time not being willing or able to invest the necessary time and resources into achieving them. Usually, people confuse desires with needs and plan according to this misconception, misidea, wrong conception. Intrinsic motivation helps us to invest some actions into our desires before we involuntarily focus on our needs, leading to wasted time and effort and the lack of accomplishments in our lives. Also, needs are the foundation stone for building our daily habits. Between 40% to 60% of our everyday activities and habits are based on satisfying our needs. The unconscious nature of habits means that we are not aware of why we do some of the things that we do and the resources we invest in doing those things. We just assume that this is normal because for our minds, due to the satisfaction of our needs, this is a normal expected behavior. So, in order to achieve things beyond the satisfaction of our needs, we first need to identify the ways we satisfy our needs. And if needed, change those habits to others with the same effect, but with less resource and time consumption. Further than that, we need to be aware and understand the needs we strive the most to satisfy, as they are the main reason for our actions. In order to avoid wasting our time and generating and frustration, we also need to understand our desires. Desires might be perceived as leading to a higher satisfaction or higher quality of life, but they rarely motivates us enough to make us to take action. This is because desires are usually the result of external values that we assimilate as our own. For example, we are constantly shown people with a lot of money that we have dreamy lives, and we start to believe that this is what we should have, while in reality we might not need money all that much. It stands to reason that we need to be aware of both our needs and our desires. Needs are difficult to change, but we can adjust the level of effort put in satisfying our needs. Desires are difficult to satisfy, especially if they are not our own. To achieve a balanced life, we need to discard desires that are not our own and focus on personal desires to the extent allowed by the satisfaction of our needs. For example, We might desire lots of money to achieve a high social rank, but we may need an ordered and stable environment. Satisfaction of this need requires a smaller sum of money beyond which the need is satisfied, but which is not enough to satisfy the desire. The sum of money required for a suitable environment is not enough to ensure a higher social status. However, we can achieve our curiosity in this way. We satisfy our desire for a high social rank, while at some time we satisfy three of our natural needs. Balance and success depend on the awareness of our needs and how we achieve them, and the filtering of our desires, making sure we invest time and resources in relevant intrinsic desires. Difference between needs and desires. Need and desire concept are similar in nature and meaning, although a difference can be discerned between these two words. In most situations, our needs and desires is what we need. This is a confusion in the minds of many people as they feel that the needs and desires are synonyms and can be used interchangeably. Needs refers to those that are necessary for survival. On the other hand, desires refer to those that people want in life, although there is not a threat to survival if the individual fails to accomplish them. Desires are forever growing in the individual as he tries more to accomplish them. As you can see, the two concepts are totally different, which will be clear after knowing the values of desires and needs. Let us understanding the needs and wants. Needs and wants. Some needs are easier to nail down. You need a place to live, clothes to wear, and enough food and water to maintain your health. These are the elemental things that you need to survive on this earth. You see, they are indispensable. You can argue that everything else is not imperative, but this is where the line starts to blur. The reality is, we make many of our purchasing decisions subjectively rather than objectively. For example, some people consider healthcare to be a necessity. For others, benefit of a luxury. When the Affordable Care Act was passed in 2010, people began facing tough fines for going without coverage. Despite this federal mandate, millions of working Americans remained uninsured because they are simply unable to afford the premiums. Other purchases can technically be categorized as a need, even though most would consider them a want. Does eating an expensive meal at a high-end restaurant qualify as a need? No. Or what about clothes? Do you have to stick with generic sneakers, or can you splurge on a pair of expensive Adidas? Ultimately, it's all about perspective and how you choose to manage your money. Everyone experiences a strong desire for something now and then, but only in certain cases are we driven to avoid losing what we have it. In many cases, people take for granted what they have and they lose appreciation for what they have acquired. The same principle applies to relationships. So, while the failure to appreciate material possessions may be acceptable to a certain degree, it really is not okay when a person begins to take the people they love for granted. Taking someone you once desired for granted can mean one of two things. Either The desire for that person was merely lust, and the relationship has turned out to be a little or no value to you in the long term. It could also be that you are selfish by nature and you don't know how to truly invest in someone else and consider their needs before your own. Or you genuinely do love that person you initially designed, but have somehow lost your way in the hassle and bustle of daily life. It is not realistic for two people who genuinely love each other to show appreciation for one another every single day. But the central issue of this article concerns those of you who are worried that your partner who you once thought you meant that world to was never really into you for the longer term. So here I talk about the difference between a relationship that is based on someone's mere desire, based on someone's genuine need and love for you. Fighting for success. When you are in a relationship, you should never take other partner for granted. More importantly, you should fear losing your special someone, as that worry is the driving factor that stops you from taking your partner for granted. Without those worries, it is possible that you have less need for your partner in your relationship, as a fear of losing you too. And if that is not the case, the love your partner feels for you may be more based on desire than need. If you are with someone who is not willing to fight for you, it is probably advised to start thinking about where you are heading with this person. Discovering the difference between needs and desire. It may seem difficult in the early stages of a relationship to spot the differences between a partner who desires you and one who truly needs you. Someone who just desires you is absorbed in themselves and in their own wants and desires. To win you over in the first place, someone of this type will frequently go to extreme lengths to create an illusion that you are more important than anything. And this is very likely to impress you. Perhaps this may include showering you with a spectacular birthday present or romantic and unique gift on any occasion. On the other hand, if your partner genuinely needs you, they will do everything they can make certain you are happy, including all the little important gestures like popping into the store to buy milk, things that may not be costly but are meaningful nonetheless. You can read more about the type of partner you should forever hold on to this article for further insight. Listening and hearing. Desire. Let us see in desire. In relationships based on desire, conversation is not all the meaningful or bonding. Your partner may barely put any effort into talking to you, and you may never really enjoy a conversation. Conversations will always be minimized to a basic level because your partner has no true interest in anything you say. Need. Your significant other will always want to converse with you and listen to anything you say. They find you fascinating, wanting to understand you better and know everything from the music you like best, your favorite food, your routine and lifestyle. The reason they want to know more about you is because they want to learn everything they need to know to keep you happy and satisfied. Making time to see your partner through desire. In a relationship based on desire, your partner decides where and when to see you as convenient for them. They will only contact you if they feel like doing so, choosing the date and time themselves. Often, you may find yourself alone, including important occasions when you had hoped to have your partner by your side. Your needs, your occasions, and your schedules are rarely considered. About the need. In a relationship based on need, a partner will choose to spend time with you at every opportunity simply to become closer to you. They want to be with you as often as they can, irrespective of what you are doing and where you are going. If having them by your side at an occasion they would otherwise be disinterested in is important to you, then it will be important to them. They will often rearrange their own schedules to fit in with yours. Now think, what is a need? We have certain needs that we feel we cannot live without them. The most basic needs are hunger, clothing, and shelter. Love that we receive from our family and friends may not appear as our need, but it is also our basic need, as otherwise we feel neglected and unwanted. Satisfying our needs are very important for us as they are essential for our very existence. We have to eat when we are hungry and need to excrete and urinate when it becomes necessary. We have to fulfill the basic needs to survive. We do not think of mineral water or a cola when we are very thirsty, and all we need is water to quench our thirst. Is it? What is a desire? Desire is something we want of ourselves. This desire could be weak or very strong. If we feel a strong desire for something, we work hard to achieve it for ourselves. Desire is not a basic and essential for our existence, and it is not that we cannot live without things we desire. Another important thing to remember is that desires are endless and we are never satisfied fully. Desires have been condemned as a source of constant trouble for human beings in many religions, as desires are never ending and keep popping up one after another all our lives. Budgeting is a balancing act. The secret of sustaining yourself from day to day while also reaching financial goals is building a budget that balances your needs with your wants. Pinpointing the difference between the two is a subjective proposition. Love for your partner in the form of desire. If someone is in love, they never scrutinize their partner. Okay, you know your partner wants you, but is there genuine love there? You may find they are dissatisfied with some aspects about you. Maybe clothes you wear, maybe the way you look, how you speak, what you talk about, and other elements of your personality, and this is because they cannot accept you as yourself. The danger here is that if you cannot conform to your partner's ideal, they will not remain interested in you for long. If you are always trying to change yourself to be the person your partner wants you to be, you will become anxious, self-doubting, sad, and insecure. If in the form of need, a partner who genuinely loves you will cherish all aspects of you and accept your failings and faults. They take time to get to know you before they even declare that they love you, only because they respect you and don't want to scare you off. They enjoy spending time, with you and can't wait to be with you no matter what you plan to do or where you go. Planning for the future through desire. Your partner always tries to avoid making future plans. They will never aim to plan a holiday in a year's time or even in a month's time. They won't discuss the future because they don't know how long they will be with you. In the form of need, your partner has no problems with discussing the future and your ongoing relationship together. They, in fact, look for signs for a long term commitment and are more than happy to make plans with you, as this is reassuring them that you are unlikely to part ways anytime soon. You understand? At the end of the day, the monetary contributions to your relationship from your partner are really of little value. I think now we understood about the difference between needs and desires. श्रीकांताय कल्याण निधे निधेदनाम श्री वेंकटनाथाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलाशासन प्रेमदाचार्य प्रोमे सर्वेश पूर्वैराचार्य सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम.